श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहित प्रज्ञानगण प्रत्यगर्तो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। ॐ कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। ॐ अथ द्वितीयोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य न विकम्पितुमर्हसि। धर्म्याद्धियुद्धात् श्रेयोऽन्यत् क्षत्रियस्य न विद्यते। यदृच्छया चोपपन्नं स्वर्गद्वारमपावृतं सुखिनः क्षत्रियाः पार्थ लभन्ते युद्धमीदृशम्। अथ चेत्त्वमिमं धर्म्यं सङ्ग्रामन्न करिष्यसि ततः स्वधर्मं कीर्तिं च हित्वा पापमवाप्स्यसि। अकीर्तिं चापि भूतानि कथयिष्यन्ति ते व्ययाम्। सम्भावितस्य च कीर्तिः मरणादतिरिच्यते। भयाद्रणादु परतम् मंस्यन्ते त्वां महारथाः। येषां च त्वं बहुमतः भूत्वा यास्यसि लाघवम्। अवाच्य वादांश्च बहून् वदिष्यन्ति तवाहिताः। निन्दन्तस्तव सामर्थ्यं ततो दुःखतरन्नु किम्। हतो वा प्राप्स्यसि स्वर्गम् जित्वा वा भोक्ष्यसे महीम्। तस्मादुत्तिष्ठ कौन्तेय युद्धाय कृतनिश्चयः। सुखदुःखे समे कृत्वा लाभालाभौ जयाजयौ। ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि। ततो युद्धाय युज्यस्व नैवं पापमवाप्स्यसि। एषा ते विहिता सांख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्विमां शृणु। बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि नेहाभिक्रमनाशोऽस्ति प्रत्यवायो न विद्यते स्वल्पमप्यस्य धर्मस्य त्रायते महतो भयात् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः एकेह कुरु नन्दन बहुशाखा ह्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्. Okay, so in the last class we saw एषा ते विहिता सांख्ये बुद्धिर्योगे त्विमां शृणु बुद्ध्या युक्तो यया पार्थ कर्मबन्धं प्रहास्यसि. So I have taught you Sankhya Yoga. Now I am going to teach you Buddhi Yoga. So, Buddhya Yukto Yaya Partha. With that, Buddhi Yuktaha means Karma Yoga. Do the karma and come out of the Karma Bandhana. Then, Neha Bhikramanashosti Pratyavayo na Vidyate Swalpamapyasya Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat. Abhikramanashosti na iha. This will not give you any failure. Pratyavayaha na vidyate. You will not get pratyavaya papam. The papam for omission. Okay. You will not get this papam if you fight. Okay. And swalpamapyasya dharmasya. Even if you put a very little effort, the results are far, far, far more and sure than the effort you will put for kamya karma, and the result is not guaranteed. And even if you get the result, it is very short lived, and along with the result, you have atriptikaratvam, bandhakatvam, and dukkha mishritatvam in it. Okay, so very clearly, Krishna is asking Arjuna to move from the attitude of karma, which is kamya karma, dharmika kamya karma, to nishkama dharma karma, which is called karma yoga, by giving the benefit of it. Is it clear? And last time we have dealt with this particular sloka in a detailed way. Okay. Now we'll go to the next one. Neha Vikramana shows this is over. The next one is Vyavasayatmika Buddhi now. Okay. So just before going, we will just compare this Sakama Karma and Nishkama Karma. If you all have made the table, good. Otherwise, you can make a table so that it becomes a very easy way to quickly understand whatever Krishna is telling in terms of the difference between Sakama and Nishkama Karma. So you can put two columns, Sakama Karma and Nishkama Karma. Okay. Sakama Karma is result oriented. Nishkama Karma, the other names for Nishkama Karma is Karma Yoga, Buddhi Yoga. This is not result oriented, but it is Ishvara Arpana Bhavana. Okay. In Sakama Karma, you have to follow the protocol, you have to follow the operating procedure very strictly. If you want the result, you have to follow that SOP very, very strictly. Any miss in that, there is no guarantee. In Nishkama Karma or Karma Yoga, minor deviations will not have any problem, will not give you any adverse impact at all. Why? Sakama Karma may or may not give the result. Sakama Karma may or may not give the result. We do not know. Karturatyaya prapyate phalam. Okay. Only by Bhagavan's wish the karma phalam is given. So whether it will give, how much it will give, what it will give, there is no guarantee. But Nishkama Karma is the result is immaterial, it is sadhana oriented, it is the process oriented. So when you're in the process, you will always be victorious and it will be beneficial to you because you are not focusing at the result of what process you are doing. Correct? Result may be anything, you will take it as prasada bhavana. Then in sakama karma, when there is a result, there will be taratamyam or comparison. In sakama karma, whenever there is a result coming, there will be a taratamyam, a comparison. Good, better, best, could be better, should have been better. So many things are possible in that. In nishkama karma, you will just take it as Ishvara prasada. Whatever comes, agatam, agate swagatam kurya. Whatever comes, I completely accept it with Ishvara arpana buddhi, Ishvara prasada bhavana. Sakama karma will give you three bindings. Sakama karma gives you three bindings. Dukkhamishritatvam, atruptikaratvam, bandhagatvam. Nishkama karma does not give you any binding. Nishkama karma will never give you any binding. Binding is directly connected to desire. That is why Kamya karma will give you binding. Nishkama karma, how can it give you binding? Okay. Then, Sakama karma has got papam and pratyavaya papam. Sakama karma, if you wrongly do it, it has got papam. Or you do whatever you should not be told, you should not be doing, it has got papam. And if you do not do what is being told, you have got pratyavaya papam. In Nishkama karma, there is no pratyavaya papam. Okay. In Sakama karma, efficiency cannot be determined, it is low because you have to depend on the person who is giving the result. It is proportional to your effort, but your effort is not everything. In Nishkama karma, efficiency is very high, very low effort, very high returns. Right? Sakama karma will focus towards ahankara crystallization. The more you will get it or you will not get it, it is your raga, dvesha and ahankara which is going to push or have that feeling within you. I did it very well, it was great, or I could not do it as I thought. All those things are our own ego, ahankara boosting, crystallization. Whereas Nishkama karma is sublimation of ahankara or dissolution of ahankara. It is more with submisha bhavana, submission. Okay. Is it clear? So these are some of the differences between Sakama karma and Nishkama karma. Okay. If you have missed it, you can write it later on. You know all these things. It is not new. It is just to put everything because it becomes a ready reckoner. It becomes easy to refer. Now we will go to the next one. The next shloka, 41st shloka. Vyavasayatmika buddhihi एकेह कुरु नंदन बहुशाखाह्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम् व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः एकेह कुरु नंदन बहुशाखाह्यनन्ताश्च बुद्धयो व्यवसायिनाम्. So what is the pada vibhaga? Vyavasaya atmika buddhihi eka iha kurunandana बहुशाखाः हि अनन्ताः च बुद्धयः अव्यवसायिनाम्. Again I will repeat. व्यवसाय आत्मिका बुद्धिः एका इह कुरु नंदन. बहु शाखाः हि अनंताः च बुद्धिः अव्यवसायिनाम्. Padavibhaga is clear? Okay. Now we will go to see what is the Anvaya. He Kurunandana, He Kurunandana, Iha Vyavasayatmika Eka Buddhihi Avyavasahinam Hi Buddhayaha Anantaha Bahushakhaha Cha. Okay. He Kurunandana, Iha व्यवसाय आत्मिका एक एव बुद्धिः अव्यवसायिनां तु हि बुद्धयः अनन्ताः बहुशाखाः च. Says, हे कुरुनंदना, हे कुरुनंदना. Kurunandana is one who is born to the Kuru Vamsha. He Arjuna, Akarantah Pullingaha, Sambodhana Prathama, Ekavachanantaha. He Kurunandana, O Arjuna, O the one who is born to that glorious family of Kurus. Okay, he says, Iha Vyavasaya Atmika. Iha, this Vyavasayatmika Buddhihi. What is Vyavasayatmika Buddhihi?
Transactional.
No. Vyavasayatmika Buddhihi means here that professional mind, one who has got clarity in the mind, one who has got clear focus, focused mind. For a person who has got focused mind, that is, I focus at my business only. I know very clearly what my goals are and I will focus only there. So Vyavasayatmika Buddhihi means Atmika, that particular mind which is focused, that type of Buddhihi, intellect, Eka, will focus only at that one. Okay, Eka. So all the people who are having that clarity in the mind, they will focus at that only one Advitiya Brahman or Atma for Sukham. Now what is he saying? See, because the words used can be misinterpreted. The moment you say Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, a transactional mind, is the only right one. Someone can say, no, here Vyavasayatmika means one who knows the business and focusing at the business with that single goal. Only that thing, what? Aham Brahma Asmi, that Atma Jnanam, or that independent, eternal Sukham. So, because that is natural to us. Why are we doing so many things with knowing or not knowing? By something or the other, let me just maintain the Sukham state. So either I remove Dukkham or I continue to do something more in that state, so I can always keep on getting that Sukham, that feeling of happiness. Correct? The focus is very clear. Paths may change, everything will change, but the focus continues to be there. Okay. So those people with this clear focus, clarity, will have that single-minded objective. What? Tripta, complete satisfaction and sukham. Nothing else. Okay. Parantu. Instead, the others, avyavasayinam, who are not focused, avyavasayinam, hi buddhayaha, those views will be bahushakaha anantaha. There are many ways to get this sukham. Nitya sukham, nitya anandam. There are so many ways. Anantaha. Okay. You can get it from this also. You can get it from that also. Okay. Now, how do you understand this? There's nothing more to explain in this, but I can tell you a little more and then we'll go to the next one. Because this one is actually a opening statement for the next three shlokas. Okay, it's a path to enter the next three shlokas. That is why he has told this clearly. See, he talked about jnana yoga, then he came down to karma, and he said it is your duty. Whichever way you look at it, drishta karma, adrishta phalam, whichever way you can, morally, ethically, transactionally, you have to do it. Then he addressed the problem why Arjuna cannot do it because of his intense attachment. So, if you convert karma to karma yoga, that attachment part goes, and then you will be with less burden and you can still do it. Correct? So, finally, you go and do it because that is the only thing which is going to give you sukham. Now, that sukham, what we are referring to is ananda, because finally, this is one of the way to get that paramarthika ananda. One of the path in between to get that paramarthika ananda. You have to fight this. If you don't fight this, you will anyway be in dukkham. Now, how to fight it and not have dukkham? So, one of the ways, convert this karma to karma yoga. Okay. So, all those people who convert karma to karma yoga, they are actually having a single goal to move ahead. They are not focusing on this karma part. They are using it as a stepping stone to move to that final goal. Why? They have that focus, vyavasayatmika buddhi. But others who are not sure about the goal, they will say there are many paths to this and it has got many other tributaries and other things. Okay. Now, when you enter a sweet shop, if you say that I'm entering it with one focus and goal, that I want to taste the sweetness, that's all. If that goal is there and you enter the sweet shop, you will have no problem. Why? Whatever you see first, you will say you give that. Because I know whatever in that sweet shop is finally going to give me that sweetness only. So I should not bother and waste my time on choosing this is right or that is right. Just take one and enjoy the sweet. The time should be spent in enjoying the sweet rather than deciding which sweet to buy. But there are others. Bahushakha hi anantascha. First they will go to one section. Then they will go around first. पूरा घूम के देखेंगे क्या क्या है. Then go to one section. Now further more luring happens. Earlier and all they used to say, you finish it and go. जगह खाली करो. बहुत लोग लाइन पे खड़ा है, गर्दी है. Now it is the other way. They will give you to taste everything. Try this. Then by the time you have made up your mind, the next thing will be shown in front of you. ये भी देखो, ये भी बहुत ताजा है. Over. बहुशाखा ही Anantascha, you can spend all the day there and still not decide. And in that bargain, you will not have understood that every time you have enjoyed that sweetness and always cribbing about it that this is not the right one. While enjoying the sweetness in tasting itself, your mind is cribbing, I haven't got what I wanted. This or that, this or that. Correct? Manaha is what? Manaha is, what is the quality of mind?
Samshayatmaka.
Samshayatmaka. Or the other one, Tattvabodha. What is Manaha? Tattvabodha. Search.
Sankalpa Vikalpatmika.
Sankalpa Vikalpatmikaha Manaha. Clear? Okay. But if you are with Sankalpa Vikalpatmika Manaha, Bahushakhahi Anantascha. If you are with Nishchayatmika Buddhi, Ekeha Kurunandana. Are we able to understand? So with the clarity of the buddhi, you have to be very clear what is the focus and aim. Correct? And then get into doing any sadhana. Okay. Now, why did he tell this? Because he is now going to tell, see, understand one thing. Bhagavad Gita is not for mainly, okay, sannyasis will benefit. But Bhagavad Gita is a text for grihasthas. Correct? So we have a standard protocol in every house. You ask anyone in the house, oh, the child is born. The child should be able to speak, walk, talk, do all those things. Okay, if that is happening, okay, should be an intelligent child, should be a well-mannered child, should study well. Okay, study is also fantastic, very good. Then what should come? Best, first in the class, should have all the creative pursuits, everything should be there, should be a sportsman, wo bhi hona chahiye, ye bhi hona chahiye. Why? Keep on getting one by one. And in that, like WhatsApp bhi chahiye, Instagram bhi chahiye, Facebook bhi chahiye, everything we need. Correct? Bahushaka hi anantascha. Okay. And after that, what? Okay. After studies, you should get a good job. Then what? Get married. Then what? Children. Then what? Have one more. A family should be very happy. No dukkha. Like that. What is it happening? Every house has got the same talk, only nothing else. They will tell it in different language, but the content doesn't change. Okay. Everyone will maximum say you should be a good person, God fearing person, should be a very nice person, dharmika person, and then should complete all your duties and die. In any of the house, anyone has taught you should get jnanam and moksha. Did any of our parents teach that? So that is never our goal. So right from childhood, bahushakha hi anantascha. First you do that, then you do that, then you do that, then you do that. If you don't do that, you are unsuccessful. Okay. And in case you follow that everything as per the dharma, that is what the next shlokas are going to come. So many things they will tell you. So many things. Without telling the main thing. And that brings a lot of confusion. Okay. So bahushakha hi anantascha buddhayaha Avyavasayinam. So we all belong to which category now? Avyavasayinam category. Unclear, cluttered mind category. I will not call indecisive. Very short decision and change of priority. Faster we change the priority, that much successful we are. Multitasking. I can do many things. Correct? That has become the criteria for success. How much multitasking can you do? How many more objectives you can have? If you are with one objective, what is this? Have you gone mad? See where the world has gone. See where you are. You should know how to live in this world. If you be like this, what will happen? We will come to that in the next slokas. All what we hear at home from our parents is what in the subsequent shlokas, parents, grandparents, whoever, this is what we hear. And Krishna calls it Avyavasayinam. Another blow. Okay. By now, I'm quite certain, having heard the Vedanta, you all have that much of capacity to digest such blows. अभी तक जो घर पे सिखा रहे थे, even if it is dharmic and even if it is good and moral, avyavasayinam. It is non-focused, unclear priorities. Why? Those priorities will only lead to karma bandhanaha, not karma yoga. In fact, how we are taught, pray to God, God will give you everything. God will give you everything. What does it mean? Kamya karma only. Be in that kamya karma. Don't even think of nishkama karma. I'm sure how many people would have faced this. You say, I want to do some social activity, I'm going. First do all the work at home. चालू हो गए, सुबह हो गए तो वो कर रहे ये कर रहे बोल के. Who will do your work? समझ में आ रहा है? So karma yoga itself they will not even ask you to do. But at the same time they will say you have to be good to people. You have to help people who are in need. Okay. But everything means with my vyavasaya, I should be with rajoguna, first my benefit and then I can extend to others. First my benefit, then extend to others. That is what is taught very clearly right from childhood in our houses. Okay. No one will say that no, you forget. Go, you please help the society. घर का देखा जाएगा. If hundreds of houses are happy, don't worry about this house. किसी भी घर पे ऐसा सिखाया है? Correct. Okay. And sorry to say, avyavasayina. Okay. We have to grow, we have to mature, we have to understand, we have to learn this. This is not the question of telling whether that is right or that is wrong what they are doing. This is how that life has been coming from so many millions of years. And it will continue to happen like that. Correct? Only few will be vyavasayinam. Most of them will be avyavasayinam only. And then you are stuck with the karma bandhana. Okay, let us see what the next shloka says. Now we will take 3 shlokas together. Because then only you will be able to give the answer to, or you will be able to get the anvaya properly. Unless you take the 3 shlokas, it will be very difficult. यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्त्य विपश्चितः वेदवादरताः पार्थ नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः जन्म कर्म फलप्रदां क्रिया विशेष बहुलां भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तयापहृतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते. Again I will repeat. यामिमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्त्य विपश्चितः वेदवादरताः पार्थ नान्यदस्तीति वादिनः कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः जन्म कर्म फलप्रदां क्रिया विशेष बहुलां भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तयापहृतचेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते. Okay. Now let us see what is the pada vibhaga for all the three, then anvaya for all the three, and then we will go to explain. Yam imam पुष्पितां वाचं याम इमां पुष्पितां वाचं प्रवदन्ति अविपश्चितः प्रवदन्ति अविपश्चितः वेद वादरताः पार्थ वेद वादरताः पार्थ न अन्यत् न अन्यत् अस्ति इति वादिनः न अन्यत् अस्ति इति वादिनः कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः जन्म कर्म फलप्रदा कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः जन्म कर्म फलप्रदा क्रिया विशेष बहुलां भोगैश्वर्य गतिं प्रति क्रिया विशेष बहुलां भोगैश्वर्य गतिं प्रति भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया अपहृत चेतसां भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया अपहृत चेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधौ न विधीयते समाधौ न विधीयते. So what is the verb here? In all the three sentences put together, samadhau na vidhiyate will not give you samadhi. Samadhi means equanimous mind, will not give you a calm and a comfortable mind. Na vidhiyate. What will not give? He Partha, Vedavadarataha Anyat na asti. Okay. He Partha, Vedavadarataha Anyat na asti. Iti vadinaha अविपश्चितः कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः भोगैश्वर्यगतिं प्रति कामात्मानः स्वर्गपराः भोगैश्वर्य गतिं प्रति क्रिया विशेष बहुलां Kriya Vishesha Bahulam Janma Karma Phala Pradam. Janma Karma Phala Pradam. Yam Imam Pushpitam Vacham Pravadanti Taya Apahrita Chetasam Bhogaishwarya Prasaktanam Buddhihi Vyavasayatmika Bhutva in bracket Samadhau Navidiyate. Oh, big one. One sentence, huh? I will again read it. In case you have missed, you can write it again. I will read it again. 2 times I will read it. Okay. If you have missed something, if you wish to write, you can. It's not necessary you have to write unless you want the grammar students will be interested. He Partha Vedavadarataha, comma, Anyat na asti iti vadinaha, comma, Avipaschitaha, comma, Kamatmanaha, comma, Swargaparaha, comma, Bhogaishwarya gatim prati kriya vishesha bahulam janma karma phala pradam yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti, comma, taya apahrita chetasam bhogaishwarya prasaktanam buddhihi vyavasayatmika in bracket bhutva samadhau navidiyate. Once more I will repeat. He Partha Vedavadarataha, comma, Anyat na asti iti vadinaha, comma, Avipaschitaha, comma, Kamatmanaha, comma, Swargaparaha, comma, Bhogaishwarya gatim prati kriya vishesha bahulam janma karma phala pradam yam imam pushpitam vacham pravadanti, comma, taya apahrita chetasam bhogaishwarya prasaktanam buddhihi vyavasayatmika bhutva samadhau navidiyate. Okay, by reading it like this 2-3 times itself, you would have understood what Krishna wants to tell here. Okay, so we will start with one by one, and it is simple. We will understand this. The point is, we have to be very, very first, before getting into the meaning, one has to be very clear about the goal. What is my goal? Main goal in life. Because that goal in life then will determine everything. You can have a short-term goal, you can have a long-term goal, you can also have a goal that in 1 year's time I will understand what is my goal of life. That is also a goal, no problem. But you should be very clear what you want to understand. What is that goal of life first? Then to get this goal of life, what is the sadhana? Okay, first is the goal of life. Second is understanding what you mean by that goal of life. Many people know goal of life, but they don't understand the meaning. For example, many people will talk moksha without knowing what is the meaning of moksha. Right? So, moksha sankalpaha. You should know what is your sankalpa in life first. Then, the definition and clarity of that sankalpa. If you are not clear, that means it just looks good. हाँ उसने भी लिया मैं भी लेता हूँ. Then it becomes like January 1st resolutions. No. So we need to know clearly the goal. We need to know the meaning of that goal and understand that goal very clearly. Correct? Then see whether it is achievable by me or not. Then if it is achievable, what is the sadhana for it? What is the instrument I have to use? What resources I need by which I will achieve it? And then there may be intermediate goals to achieve that goal. Like we say, if I want to get a good job, an intermediate goal will be I need to study well and get some good educational background. The probability of job is better compared to the one who is uneducated. So my main goal is not education. Education becomes a sadhya for my goal, which is siddha. Education is sadhanam for my goal, which is sadhyam. Sorry. Correct? So my intermediary goal itself will become the path for the main goal. Like we say, if you take a ticket from Bombay to Delhi, when Ahmedabad comes, you will get down, have tea, have bhajia, no problem. But your one eye will be on the signal and the train. Anytime, if the train tries to move, you will drop the bhajia and run to the train. Correct? That has to be very clear. But if we don't have the goal, we will say, अरे वाह आज भजिया मिला इधर ही बैठेंगे. Let us have भजिया. चलो भजिया खाते खाते देखा क्या हुआ, अरे ट्रेन तो चला गया. अभी क्या करें? बैठो दूसरा ट्रेन आएगा. That train is taking you somewhere else where you don't know where it is going. ठीक है, any other station I will get on. You know. So in my 8th standard itself, my parents, they have only two. Bhagavan has given two eyes for everyone. So most of the parents look through only two eyes. And with two eyes, they can see only two things. Either engineer or doctor. Correct? Only two things they can see. Rest everything is not there. They are Dhritarashtra and Gandhari. So parents decided, no, there is some liking for engineering. Then if engineering comes, they will all go to Shiva's third eye only. There is nothing below IIT. Correct? That is the only thing available, only one. If you achieve, goal of life achieved. Their goal, it may not be your goal. Their goal achieved. If you didn't achieve, you're useless. Chalega. So from 8th standard itself, all the classes for IIT started. Story is same for medical also. So we'll take engineering. And then you complete it. And then you see that you didn't get IIT. Correct? Chalo, ठीक है. Some other engineering. वो करो. We tried all this. Didn't work. Get into that. Right? Now, what is happening in this? This particular example, we know that our focus was very clearly, parents' focus was to get IIT. If you don't get it, they will settle for alternative. Imagine you get it. After that, they have given up. Why? Their goal is achieved. After IIT, what are you going to do? That all you should decide. You are grown up now. Now you are grown up. Now you should decide. Now this boy or girl has never decided in life. Only parents have decided for him or her. So he has got into IIT, he will complete it. See, there is one philosophy in IIT. I was told like this, I'm not sure. Every IIT is on the top of a hill. Relatively, it is not at the plain. थोड़ा ऊपर पे हिल का ऊपर है. That's what they said. Or earlier when it was built, it was on a hill. Later on, the everything came up to that level that it is no more a hill, like our Kanjurmarg today. Okay, so that means it is difficult to get into IIT, but once you have got in, very easy to come out. पक्का. It is difficult to get in. एक बार अंदर घुस गए, then even parents know तुम कुछ नहीं किया तो भी 4 साल में बाहर आ जाएगी. Now once you are out of IIT, you have never your own vyavasayatmika buddhi. My buddhi is always gullible because right from childhood I am not decided, my parents have decided for me. So now I can't go to parents and ask because they will say now it is your life, you decide. So then I have to depend upon my buddhi with what knowledge I know. So I keep searching. What next? And then I follow the trend and fashion which is called I go to MBA. To go to MBA, you have to go to IIT. Think about it. MBA, oh, very good. So parents further happy, my son and daughter, after IIT, now they are doing MBA. Very good. After that, this fellow will come out. And before that, campus interview. IIT, IIM, Ahmedabad. Campus interview only decides on few digits. Your success in campus interview is based on what? What is the salary you're going to get and where you're going to get absorbed. Over. You may be doing a pune job there or you may be doing a sweeper job there, no one will bother. But if I'm going to get starting itself 2 crores, great. Most successful person in life. Who? Avyavasayatmika buddhi is the most successful person. Why? He did not have the buddhi to decide for himself. He did not learn and have a goal, went into MBA and is getting a job which is neither connected to MBA nor connected to engineering. What? Bank job. Think. We see how many people. Is it Vyavasayatmika buddhi or Avyavasayatmika buddhi? Even in our transactional world, if there itself you are such a buddhu, if you have a passion, you will not leave it. Your goal is clear. You will hold on to it. You will continue with that. You will not bother what you are getting a pay. But if your focus is just that flash and the pay, then after some days, what is going to happen? You are not going to be satisfied with it. Every 2 years, I am going to jump. So more earlier people used to say, 4 jobs if you are done. Oh, useless fellow. Throughout my life, I did only 1 job. I entered like a junior clerk and now I am coming out as a managing director. All due to my effort. And this boy will laugh. Whatever you are getting as an MD, more than that I am getting at the lowest level now. Dad, what do you know? The world has changed. Like I changed dress, vasam sijirnani yatha vihaya, in every 2 years job has to get changed. 1 more digit added. At least earlier that was not there. Today this is the big problem, that even the existing educational system is not helping to grow intellect, is not helping to grow mind being calm and focused. In fact, it is working the other way around. And if that is the fashion, how much ever if parents tell Don't do this. Be stable in one place. Get some experience. Focus. Let's say, what do you know at your time? तुम्हारा जमाने में ये था. We are all now. Overnight things change. Correct? How much away we have now come from what is being told by the Shastra. Now, the beauty is our Shastra is now criticizing. Krishna is criticizing the Karma Kanda of Shastra. Think about it. These shlokas, Krishna is criticizing Karma Kanda of Shastra, and we are so away from that Karma Kanda also that we are criticizing the whole system there. And finally, what did you achieve? I retired at the age of 42. After that, what? I don't know what I'm doing. I have tons of money, but no peace of mind. Did you achieve what I want? Huh. I wanted early retirement, I got it. I got enough money. Then what? Nothing. Just enjoy life. Is that a goal? Enjoying life is a goal, or enjoying life should be an outcome of how you lead life? The path cannot be goal. Whatever I'm in life, I should be enjoying it and doing it. That is correct. But enjoying cannot be the goal. It is like that, two people, these examples, most of you all know. But then when you tell it, it gets reinforced. Two people, consultants. They said, we will go out for an outing. बाहर जाएंगे घूमने को छुट्टी पे. So they went. They said, we are very bored of all this hush hush and very fast life. Let's go somewhere into the किधर तो भी गांव में जाएंगे. So they decided India में the west coast, Goa route में we have a lot of beaches near to Goa. They settled in a place where no connectivity was also there. 4 days we are going to be here. Ideal place. Throughout the day, just have some beer, go into the water, come out. Go into the water, come out. This is only the job. 4 days enjoyment. And when they were doing this, they saw one guy every day used to come, catch 4 fishes, go home, eat with the family. After that, what? Sleep. Have you to ask this about Goa, what to do? Goa known for this only. 2 machi, little rice, little fenny, life is over. That day is fabulous. Achieved the goal of life. So he was doing that. These 2 people have come all the way from that busy city to take a break. But what to tell about this Vyavasayatmika Buddhi? Their Buddhi is Vyavasayatmika. It will go only in one track. They can't see the water and enjoy. They can't see the sand and enjoy. They can't see the sun and enjoy. They happen to see this person only. And they were, the first day they talked to themselves. What a stupid fellow. Such a stupid fellow. He is wasting. But he has such a fantastic knack of catching that fish. Just in 2 minutes, he will just catch 2-3 fishes and go. He has got a high expertise in that, but he's wasting his time. So these people said, let us do something. Let us do some karma yoga. We will give him free consultation. So they go to him. This person, after eating and all, relaxing, they go to him. Say, we have an idea. What is the idea? You're very good in fishing. Is it? I do this every day. So I know how to catch the fish. I do it. Yeah, but you're wasting your talent. What do you mean? You can catch many more fishes. He says, I don't want it. My family needs two fishes. That is good enough. We eat that. That is enough for us. But you're wasting your talent. No, why? You see, we'll give you an idea. All free, huh? We'll not charge you. He said, okay, tell me. See if you can catch two fishes in 5 minutes. Imagine if you sit for 1 hour, how many fishes you will catch. So they have already done in their palm top Excel sheet all the calculation. Huh? So they have that business model now they are explaining to him. He says, okay. Okay, I can catch maybe 50 fishes. So only 2 hours you work in a day, 50 fishes. You take two fishes. If you want, you give other people two more fishes. 46 fishes you can sell. You know it is free for you. You can sell it and make money. He says, okay. But whom to sell? Everyone here, they catch their own fish. No, we have got an idea for that. We will organize a cold storage van for you. You can put the fishes in that and it can go to that city where those people need it. It's okay. You know, in 6 months' time, that van will become free for you. And this expertise, slowly you can share it with 4 more people. Then you can simply sit and see how they are doing it. Like that, in 3 years, you can become a very big industrialist all over India and abroad. You can move. We will give you a full idea how to move these fishes, and then you see what a fantastic thing. He said, okay, then what? Then what? If you're bored about it, like us, you can Monday leave everything, go to a place and just have some two fishes and enjoy. He said, I'm doing that only now. Correct, na? All for us only. Vyavasayahatmika buddhihi अव्यवसायिनाम बहुशाखा ही अनंताश्च. घूम फिर के वापस उधर ही. आईआईटी करो, एमबीए करो, 5-6 जगह पे नौकरी करो, अपना खुद का धंधा शुरू करो, then get some money and then have a security for managing that money. Where is time for samadhi? No time for it. Are we able to get this? This doesn't mean that bring in your tamoguna and say, I will not do any work at all. No, that is not there. You work without looking at the benefit. Then samadha na vidhiyate. Okay. So what Krishna here very clearly says is he is now going to criticize couple of things which are happening in the society. In general, people with proper moral, dharmic attitude, values, because they are in pravritti marga, they get lost in grihastha ashrama. They have not focused that there is supposed to be a vanaprastha ashrama and there is a sannyasa ashrama. Even if you don't go physically there, mentally you have to go there. So you have to keep that in mind and conduct your grihastha ashrama, because ashrama is a place where you take temporary shelter for growing yourself and also giving to the society. By giving, I grow. By doing for myself, I grow. Then I get graduated to the next ashrama. Is that a permanent place? No. Again, I have certain focus and goal in that ashrama. For example, brahmacharya ashrama, what is the focus and goal? Study. Get as much as knowledge. Get your clarity in life. Get the purpose in life in brahmacharya ashrama. Because you have to decide, like when you say, na, after we come to more or less the graduation, they'll say you make your CV. Come on, you have to make your CV, you have to write what is your purpose in that. If you don't have a purpose, then you'll keep going like this only. So you have to decide after Brahmacharya Ashrama whether you want to go with Pravritti Marga or you want to go with Nivritti Marga straight to Sannyasa Ashrama. But whichever path you go, the goal remains the same, which is that is the goal of every human being, which it should be, is Nitya Sukham, Nitya Anandam, Moksha. No one should settle for any goal lower than that. Keeping that as the goal, you can take tributaries or in between milestone goals. Correct? But without losing the focus on that. And most of the cases, what happens? We don't know the goal, we don't know the path, we don't know the purpose. Just, you don't have to do anything to grow by age or by size. It will happen by itself. So till you die, that age growth will happen. Mental growth need not happen. For mental growth, you have to put effort. You have to have a focus. Right? So he says, these things will anyway keep happening. And you'll have so many people telling you so many things. But if you don't have a focus, you will be like that engineer, IIT engineer, completing MBA, working in a bank after 4 years of five businesses, not knowing what to do. So don't do that. That is useless. Be consistent what your goal should be and focus and be firm in that goal, and that will only give samadha. Other things will not give samadha. Are we able to get this? This is the whole crux of it. Now let us see what Krishna is telling you. Hey Partha, avipaschitaha. He uses one word. These are very tough words. If you know Sanskrit, in other words, oh ulluka pattha. If you have to say, what does it mean? They are tough words. This foolish idiot means what? Avipaschitaha. मतलब अंधा जैसा देखने वाला, उसको दिखता भी नहीं है, गलत देख रहा है, उसको देखने भी नहीं आता है. Avipaschitaha. Okay, unintelligent people. Whom is he referring to, this unintelligent people? First category, Veda Vadarataha, पूर्व मीमांसा कर्मकांडीस. ये करो ये मिलेगा, यही करना चाहिए, ऐसा ही करना चाहिए, ये नहीं करेगा तो ये दोष मिलेगा, ये पाप मिलेगा. Criticizing Veda Purva. Think about it. Huh? No, not Charvaka. Veda Vadarata. See, Vada means to cite an example. Rataha means who are completely connected. Veda Vada means what? They can quote anything from the Vedas to justify. See, I am telling you, this is what the right way. Go to that Kanda. Here in this particular Brahmana, it is told like this. If you don't this, like this will happen. So, like a judge giving cross references. Veda Vadarata. They can just keep giving you and you'll say, oh my God. I think it would have been better if I would have died than meeting this person. I'm such a big sinner. I never knew that. I was ignorant and happy. Now I realize that I was such a big sinner. Veda Vadarata. Because Veda Purva will go by injunctions. Do it, don't do it. ये करो अदृष्ट पुण्यम, ये मत करो अदृष्ट पापम. गलत चीज किया अदृष्ट पापम, सही चीज नहीं किया प्रत्यवाय पापम. They will only keep telling you the rule book. Getting it? But the rule book is a means to end to get a goal. Throughout life, you cannot be just following the rule book for following the rule book. Following the rule book cannot be a goal. But what happens is you start getting into it and you become so passionate that you start doing everything like that only. You ask our students of Sanskrit grammar, they have already got intoxicated with this grammar. Anything you tell, they will start. Is it akaranta pullinga? Ikaranta strilinga? Is it a verb? Correct? At least that mind has already started going into it. They may get it, not get it is a separate thing. But slowly, it's such an attraction that Adi Shankara had to tell, Nahi nahi rakshati dugrin karane. You'll get enamored by that. You'll get pulled. It's such a magnetic attraction. Some people have that, follow the rule book. They have that, I cannot fall in my own. I will have to follow that rule book. They are called Veda Vadarata. Okay. So this is one set of category. Do it, don't do it. This is what it is. You do not know. As though they will tell, I have seen your next 10 janmas, how much papam you will get and what janmas you will get. And they will give quotation also of the Shruti. Now tell me, why should Krishna condemn the Karma Kanda so much? Why should Krishna condemn the Karma Kanda? Because the Veda has given both, right? Veda has given both, and if you use both with the right idea to mature to the next one, then you are utilizing it. But if you are getting stuck with it, Krishna will condemn. Use it like a ladder, climb up and go. Every day, don't climb the ladder, come down the ladder. Next day, again, climb the ladder, come down the ladder. You will not go anywhere. Climb the ladder and go. Why the ladder is there? To climb and go. Do your work and move. Every day, no, I am going to climb the ladder. For what? To come down. Next day, why? I came down, so I have to climb the ladder. That becomes the goal. Then it is useless. Veda Purva is like that. If you get stuck with it, and why do you get stuck? Because you do not have a clarity. You want a very good example for Veda Vadarata of Partha? One Mr. Astrologer. मेरा शनि कैसा है, मेरा राहु कैसा है, and then he will talk so many technical terms and I enjoy listening it. Why? I understand that I don't understand anything from it, but अच्छा लगता है सुनने को. Why? He will also keep checking which you are enjoying, which you are not enjoying. Which you are enjoying, he will try to elaborate it a little more. बीच में से एक पुड़ी डालेगा, then you will get little sensitive. वापस what you are enjoying, he will tell. Veda Vadarata of Partha. Think. Again, I will go to him only. He will give you some parihara, do this puja, उधर जाके ये जप करो, ये मंत्र करो, उधर का हवन करो, ऐसा करो, वैसा करो, आपका गृह शांति हो जाएगा. शांति हुआ कि नहीं, पॉकेट खाली हो जाएगा. Think. We are not saying it should not be done. It should be done with the right attitude. You should know what you are doing, why you are doing, and then go ahead. That is also needed. When nothing works, for example, someone is there in the deathbed, doctors have given up. If the astrologer says, Kuch nahi yaar, do at least Mrityunjaya jap. You should be very clear why are you doing the Mrityunjaya jap. That jap is not for changing that person's prarabdha. It is to calm you. It is to make you accept anything and everything what is going to happen. That is the reality of it. It is preparing you. It is not going to change destiny. Maybe some extent you can correlate with some coincidence that if that person comes out of it, you'll say, because I did this, that happened. But that is your correlation. Even if you wouldn't have done this, that person would have come back, which we don't know. Neither we have the guts to check it. It's not a scientific experiment that you do half with and half without and then compare the results and statistically prove it. You can't do it with all these things, right? So you go with one faith and belief and you do it. But finally understand where is it going to work? Not to change anything in the setup, but to change your outlook of the setup. If that is clear in the mind, then everything works. Okay, so we should know very clearly the goal, we should know what is the purpose, we should know what is the sadhana. Otherwise, you will get enamored by people because of my ignorance. They will ride upon you to wherever they want. Veda Vadarata Partha. They will quote, give such amount of quotation, you will think four times, oh my god, I better first do all these things. Otherwise, I can't get sleep at night. Okay, that is the first example. Then what does he say? Because there are different categories of people, and all of them will have different ways of telling you. So the first way is he is talking about Veda Vadarata of Partha. Hmm. Okay. Anyat na asti vadinaha na asti anyat. Hmm. Swargaparaha vadinaha na anyat asti. So this Veda Vadarata, what they will tell you, know, there is nothing other than Swarga. The assurance is Swarga. Okay. Swarga kamaschinvita. You will get Swarga. Do this. And you know, you'll be surprised. You'll be very surprised. These things have been taken very, very, when these people analyze it, they analyze it very thoroughly. I'm not sure if you remember Kathopanishad. Kathopanishad, Nachiketas goes to Yamadharmaraja. And Yamadharmaraja, because he waited for 3 days without food, agrees to grant him three wishes. The first wish, he said, my father should accept me as I am when I go back. That means that he has intelligently taken a wish that I should go back to my house. I'm not going to be permanently sitting and serving you, Mr. Yamadharma Raja. I have come for a purpose. Let me get that and I should go back. That means I should get life back. Okay. And when I go that time, because everyone would have seen that I'm dead, they should not think I'm a bhoot. They should accept me as what I was earlier, and no one should get fearful about me. My father should accept, he said. Because father was the reason. He says, Mrityave etvam dadhamiti. I will give you to Mrityu. So father should be not feel guilty, and then father should not feel that मेरा घर पे भूत आया है. Tathastu, given. Second wish. Teach me that Agni Karma by which Swarga is guaranteed. Teach me that Agni Karma by which Swarga is guaranteed. Tathastu. Full details. That is called Nachiketa Chayana Agni. He taught the whole thing. And because Nachiketas repeated it so clearly after hearing it once, he said, such a student I have not heard. So this particular Agni Chayana is itself given your name. The world will remember this particular thing from your name only. Nachiketa Agni, it is called. So what is the objective of that? One who does Nachiketa Chayanam, Swarga is guaranteed. Clear? Second boon is clear. Third boon. After death, Atma Astiva Nava. If it is there, what happens to it? If you tell it is not there, you have answered my question. And this particular question is deferred by Yamadharmaraja. He never wants to answer this. He says, I will teach you how to take boons. You ask for maximum benefit, security, maximum gold, land, with everything, wives, children, fame. I will teach you. He says, you keep all that. Why? You will only come one day to take it. You will only come one day to take it now. So I don't want it. Okay. So after testing the sadhana chatushtaya, that is paripakva in it, then he says, okay, I will teach you. Why did I tell these three boons? You know, when a common person who is not connected, that is why when our acharyas and all, they analyze the shastra, they are not attached with it. They look at it as a third person and say, one basic question comes, and this comes in Brahma Sutra. Basic question is coming. Are you telling that Nachiketa did not know Atma is there after death? If he knew Atma is there after death, why did he ask the third question? The third question, if he is saying that is there Atma after death, and if he knew that Atma is not there after death, there is no scope for asking the second question. Why is the question that will a person go to Swargam after death? You understand? Are you able to get the question here? If the third question was really true, if he did not know that there is Atma or there is no Atma after death, because after the second question only he has come to the third question. Huh? Correct? He asked the first question, granted. It is not that I give you the three questions, then you choose which you want to answer first. No. First question, answered tathastu. Second question, answered tathastu. Now third question. Yama also does not know what is going to be the third question. Correct? So when he is asking after the second question that how to get Swarga, and having got the answer Nachiketa Chayanam, then asking the question, is there Atma after death? Is it meaningful? You see how they are analyzing the Shastra without being attached to it. What will we do? No. If Nachiketas has asked, there is something to it. No. It is true only. No. And then there is a series of discussions happening on it, because then Adi Shankara clarifies it. It is not the question whether Atma is there or not. Is Jivatma different than Paramatma? Is the question for the third one, which is a starting point. Then are both the same? So it leads to a series of questions. He knew very much that there is Atma. That is why Swarga Kama he has asked, and that is why that Atma will be taking the Jiva and going. But the question is Ishvara there? And is Jiva Ishvara Bheda there? Or Jiva Ishvara Aikyam going to be there? That is the purpose of starting the third question and then getting it clear. Okay, so like that, we should have our clarity and just not move, because there are going to be people. If Krishna is going to criticize Veda Purva, we should not use this tomorrow. Krishna himself has criticized Veda Purva. From the idea of main goal of life, which is the Vedanta, Veda Purva has to be dropped. If you are stuck in Veda Purva, you will never go to Veda Anta. If you are not having Veda Anta as the goal, you will never drop Veda Purva. And if you are stuck in Veda Purva, you have wasted your life. Karma without jnanam is incomplete. Karma yoga without jnana yoga is incomplete. Jnana yoga without karma yoga is impossible. Are we able to get this? If you have to understand karma yoga, you have to understand karma. And hence, Krishna is criticizing karma and saying that you convert your karma to karma yoga. Because many people will be there to pull you into kamya karma. Bahushakah anantascha veda vadaratav partha. And they will say, na anyadasti. There is nothing other than that. I am giving you a quotation now. Because you will have no other logic to defend it. Very strong. Veda Purva will be very strong when they are coming with that logic. That is why Vedanta had only two strong players whom you had to defeat. One, Sankhya, and second, Veda Purva. Prathama Mallam Nyaya, it is called. If these both are defeated, the others will automatically sit into it. If Sankhya is taken care, Yoga will be taken care. If Veda Purva is taken care, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, all will come into it. Okay, but all of these are required, but none of this can be the goal. They are means. That means you learn. Uttirne cha pare pare naukaya kim prayojanam. Use the boat, go to the other bank, drop the boat, go in front. Don't keep moving from one bank to the other bank just every day. Karmakanda, no use. But that doesn't mean Karmakanda is not required at all. This is a very wrong way which we look at it. We are either at 0 or 100. No. You have to do Karmakanda to understand that karma should be converted to Karma Yoga. Then you have to reduce the Karma Yoga when you mature even in that and give quality time for Jnana. Once Yogyata comes, Jnana. And that will take you to the main goal of Nitya Sukham, Nitya Anandam. If any other goal is there, that goal is not of the highest order. That is why Nachiketas asked for Swarga, and from there, next is Brahmaloka, Brahma. Correct? He had a very clear logic why he asked that. Anyway, so coming back, Veda Vadarata Partha Na Anyadasti iti Vadinaha. They will debate, they will convince you with a lot of injunctions and references from the Vedas, and then you have no answer to it. So, very clearly, that is one way which is going to deter you from your goal. Next, Veda Vadaratna Vadinaha. Now, next, Kamatmanaha Pravadanti Yam Imam Pushpitam Vacham. Another set of people. Kamatmanaha. At least this Veda Vadarata were really tough in their mouth, but they were genuine at least in their focus. Kamatmanaha are the other who are, they are more like Charvakas. Khao, piyo, ऐश करो. Rinam kritva, घृतम पिबेत. You know the meaning? Rinam kritva, घृतम पिबेत. Paila sab, there used to be no, earlier there used to be no credit cards. So people used to take loan. You take loan for a necessity. But this person will take the loan for what? For making items with ghee and enjoying it. Not for basic necessity, for his comfort and enjoyment. As we use the credit card. not sure how we will pay it back. आज मिल रहा है ले लो, बाद में देखा जाएगा. We have that time to pay it. EMIs है वो है. That is called ऋणम कृत्वा घृतम पिबे. चार्वाका principle. Okay, so it is like your I don't know in which, every time in that serial the father will say your expenditure should be based on the income. Your expenditure should be based on the income. So one day the child said, you first decide how much to spend and accordingly earn now. Correct? You first decide we have to spend so much. Now you can accordingly earn also. Na? Then what happens? Then I have to set aside my morals and dharma. I have to end up into corruption. Because then I have to break that limitation of dharma and move to adharma. Correct? So if we book an expenditure without planning an income, for somehow to get the income, you have to go to adharma. Think about it. And that is what en masse is happening. Correct? En masse it is happening. That is why adharma value systems will start going down. Correct? Earlier people used to believe what cash I had in the hand is what I have. Then slowly it went to what money is there in the bank is what I have. Now how much money do you have? All the limits of credit card together, I have that much money. Is that enough? No. How many shares in mutual fund? Today's value, that much money I have. Tomorrow if it goes, kal ka kal dekha jayega. There is no real value now, correct? So when we start moving in this mithya world, this is called mithya world, correct? There's no logic to it. Kal kya rahega? Can anyone say? No one can say. But I have already done booking of the actual expenditure which I want to do. That means I have to find out ways somehow to earn it. That means I'll have to, whatever morals and ethics I was following, I may have to compromise on it. Initially, I will compromise little. Later on, if it becomes so much, I will compromise on the main value of even giving, repaying the money. Easiest way is what? Let me hang myself. Let me die. इसके बाद तो जान छूटेगा, कोई पीछे नहीं आएगा उधर. Think, I mean, we are talking of extremes, but that is how the path is. That path is that way. How will that path give Sukha? So, Kamatmana Swargapara Janma Karma Phala. What is that? Kamatmanaha? No, Swargapara is over. Kamatmanaha Kriya. No. Kriya Vishay. Kamatmanaha Pravadanti Yam Imam Pushpitam Vacham. They will talk very, very sweet. पुष्पिताम वाचम. उनका काम होने के लिए बहुत मीठा बात करके तुमसे करवा के लेगा. No morals, no ethics, no dharma, nothing will be in this. Okay, so you will have one type of people who will say this is what the rule book is saying, follow it implicitly, don't question. There will be other set of people who will be making you do things for their own personal benefit, not bothering whether it is going to help you or it is going to pull you down. One says nothing other than the rule book you should see. Other person says nothing other than what I want you should do. Are you able to get this? What examples Krishna is giving? He is giving a very general example, but it is very, very, very practically true what happens in our houses today. Either we talk about the rule book, this is how it is, my parents were like this, or we are saying कुछ भी करो, hook or crook, you get your admission here. You get this. Obviously, the child will not have any moral values if somehow you have to get it. अगर directly admission नहीं मिला तो है ही ना. You have what quota? Which quota? Management quota. Correct? Management quota. Separately give 2 checks. Management quota में मिलेगा. Not going to work. Because that is going to samadau navidiyate. Okay. So, see, this is a big one. Next one we will see is Janma Karma Phala Pradam. Okay. Kriya Vishesha Bahulam Prati Bhogaishwarya Janma Karma Phala Pradam. Okay. This, from this part again, we will take this 3 shlokas together and take it ahead in the next class, because he has covered various types of people, various types of vyavahara, what happens, and normally a person gets stuck into either of these. Why? Because he doesn't have his own goal and he doesn't have his focus. Right? And this is what Krishna very clearly explains, including criticizing Veda Purva, but has to be taken in the right way. Not to say that no, Krishna has criticized Veda Purva, we don't have to do anyway, we are all Vedantis. Then this dhong of Vedanti will also not work. Because without Veda Purva, you can't go to Karma Yoga. Some amount of Veda Purva will be required. We are not saying that, which we will see what of Veda Purva is required, how to move it to Niyata Karma in the 3rd chapter. We will see that in detail. Okay, so you park it and keep that. As much as we say sweet is good for the health, eating only sweets is also not good for the health. Same way, Karma Kanda is necessary. Only being in Karma Kanda will not work. Desires on Dharma, Artha Kama on Dharma is good. Desires without Dharma is not even going to make you qualify as a human being. These 2 aspects we are seeing. 2 criticism very clearly he has given. The other criticism we will see later. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. One small aspect, just if you can Google it, see that this following SOP in Veda Purva. You have to follow an SOP if you want the result, correct? I saw something which is very, very similar in the Google, which happened in US. There was one pastor, for 20 years, he was wrongly baptizing people, children. And thousands of people, so-called the church says, is not baptized. Following SOP, just few days, 2-3 days back it came. I was surprised. I thought even in ours only we have Kamya Karma, this SOP. But Christians, they have upfront told that thousands of children are not baptized because of his wrong karma, the wrong way, the way he has done. Clearly they have given what it is. Just try to see that. So don't try to only point out in our system it is there. It is there everywhere. And now it is openly being criticized. US, very forward looking. We are still developing country. See that. Pado. Finally, Karma Kanda will be that way. Let it be in Christianity, let it be in Islam, let it be in Hinduism. Karma Kanda is that way. Follow an SOP. So I saw that similarity. I thought, Just whoever is interested, Google it and see. You'll be able to see that. I don't remember the name and all, but anyways, try it. Okay. Oh, Hari Om.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवादः.
धन्यवाद सर.
धन्यवाद. Hari Om.
हरि ओम सर.
Hari Om.
धन्यवाद.
Hari Om.
हरि ओम सर.
हरि ओम.
Hari Om.